Why are you crying? I was just about to go on.
George R.R. Martin kills off so many people.
I know.
Too many people.
It's okay.
I'm a dragon.
Things are changing so fast. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Simon.
And Max.
And I'm doing the intro because I won't be talking throughout the whole video. So, tell us what we're talking about today, Max.
Well, you just said you're doing the intro. Now you ask me what we're talking about? Okay, guys. Just in time for the Game of Thrones Season 5 finale, we are talking and reacting to some very popular Game of Thrones fan theories. That was a mouthful.
Was that it?
I don't know, explain. You said explain.
I don't know what else to say though. Well, it's gonna be fun, and hey, we're usually stupid, but I think we're gonna try to be smart today.
I like my Game of Thrones, guys. I've read all the books. I've watched all the shows. All the shows.
Every show we've seen.
Okay. So probably the most popular theory in a Game of Thrones is R+L = J. This stands for Rhaegar Targaryen plus Lyanna Stark equals Jon Snow, the bastard himself. Okay, guys, I'll try to sound smart talking about this, but one of the biggest mysteries in the Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire series is who is Jon Snow's mother. In the show, Ned Stark does say that next time they meet, he will tell Jon Snow his mother, but Ned, you kinda got your head chopped off, bro.
The bitch died!
Oh. So, a lot of people do think that the R stands for Robert Baratheon, but those people are stupid. Okay, wow. Robert did love Lyanna, but the alleged father in this series is actually Rhaegar Targaryen, like I said, who kidnapped Lyanna shortly after the tourney at Harrenhal. This was all during the Robert's Rebellion. Okay, guys, so now I'm going to list off some proofs that do make sense and that could prove that the R+L = J theory is true. Jon Snow is the same age as Robb Stark, perhaps a few months younger, but the text lists them both as 14. Ned rode south to rescue Lyanna from Rhaegar. She died in the Tower of Joy. Ned returned north with her bones and another woman's son. Ned is not a man without honor, and his honor would not have let him bed a whore while his true wife lived. Ned has always been very secretive about Jon's mother, even to his own wife. Ned's honor, in my opinion, is the kind that would lead him to tell Catelyn, if no one else, who he dishonored her with. We know that Lyanna extracted some sort of promise from Ned before she died. And this is a line from A Game of Thrones. "Promise me," she had cried, in a room that smelled of bone, blood, and roses. "Promise me, Ned." When he gave her his word, the fear had gone out of his sister's eyes. And that is from Game of Thrones, page 43. We don't know what that promise was, however, it's logical that she was asking him to care for her son. When Catelyn suggests that Ned take Jon south, he panics. His first reaction is written all over his face. The look Ned gave her was anguish. He covers by saying that people would be cruel because of his bastard's name. However, his first reaction could very well be because he swore to protect Jon. Robert's corpse is the last place he should be if R+L = J is true. Lyanna's son or not, Robert would kill him. Another very popular theory about Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire is who actually is Tyrion Lannister's father. Or is he even a Lannister, Simon? So people think that Tywin is not actually his father, and that Aerys, the Mad King, is actually Tyrion's father.
Oh,
this means that Tyrion is a Targaryen.
Yeah.
The theory goes that while Tywin was serving as Hand of the King to the Mad King Aerys Targaryen, Joanna was either seduced or raped by Aerys and became pregnant with Tyrion. Tywin allegedly quickly learns of the deed and attempts to abort the child unsuccessfully with a drug, which ultimately leads to Tyrion's physical abnormalities and Joanna's death.
He was born with the tail.
Oh, sounds like a dragon to me. Tywin seemingly confirms these suspicions along the way, often going out of his way to state that Tyrion is no child of his, and refusing to name Tyrion as the heir to Casterly Rock. And this is a quote that Barristan Selmy reported to Daenerys in A Dance with Dragons. Prince Aerys, as a youth, he was taken with a certain lady of Casterly Rock, a cousin of Tywin Lannister. When she and Tywin wed, your father drank too much wine at the wedding feast, and was heard to say that it was a great pity that the Lord's right to the first night had been abolished. A drunken jape, no more. But Tywin Lannister was not a man to forget such words, or the liberties your father took during the bedding. Okay, guys, so hey, maybe the Mad King did some funky stuff with Joanna.
They call him mad because of how big his dick was, yo. Whoa, okay. Is that gay? That's okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so obviously we all know the dragon has 3 heads. Daenerys knows it, everyone knows it, guys. So who are the 2 other heads of the dragons? They must be Targaryens, right? So Daenerys is obviously the first one. So these theories could prove that Jon Snow and Tyrion Lannister might both be Targaryens, and they might be the 2 other heads of the dragons.
Awesome.
The puzzle starts to come together a bit with a prophecy overheard by Daenerys Targaryen in the House of the Undying, that the dragon has 3 heads. Jon Snow, Tyrion Lannister, and Daenerys Targaryen also all had mothers who died during childbirth, and a dragon must be born out of blood.
Wow.
Wow, so their mothers must have blood a lot!
I died, no. So guys, what does this all mean? 3 dragons, Jon's a Targaryen, Tyrion's a Targaryen. What does it mean? I think it means there's gonna be a nice happy ending to Game of Thrones. They're all gonna ride dragons, kill a bunch of people, and just ride off into the sunset.
What an ending. George R.R. Martin, after all the death, I love it.
He's just a romantic guy at heart.
Yeah.
He's just a nice guy.
You know, he's just a nice guy, just wanted to create a good quality book for the fans.
And think about it. This is actually serious. Who are the biggest underdogs in the show? Tyrion's a freaking midget. Jon is a bastard, and he's at the wall. That sucks. And then Daenerys, she was like a little girl getting raped by Khal Drogo.
Yeah.
And she had no way of getting to Westeros.
Yeah.
So really...
She's kind of stupid, though.
She's kind of stupid in certain ways. But that's another video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're gonna get our reactions. The Game of Thrones experts we are.
Touching his balls right now.
That's what people do in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
But how do you feel about the R+L = J theory?
Okay. There's no doubt in my mind, YouTube, that this theory is true.
I don't think there's any doubt in anyone's mind. This makes so much sense, and George R.R. Martin has even said that fans have predicted the ending, or parts of the ending.
And I think Sean Bean even said it was true.
Simon, Sean Bean doesn't know anything.
There's 4 people who know the ending, Max.
Simon, there's 3.
There's the 2 creators, there's George, and there's Sean.
No.
Sean Bean is making the show happen. He's the reason it's on the air.
Behind the scenes.
He's behind the scenes.
Sean Bean is low-key the writer.
He's low-key directed. He's the producer. He's done everything for the show.
He wrote the books.
He wrote the books.
George R.R. Martin just stole the idea.
Honestly, he was some fat guy. Love you, though. He was some fat guy that was like, I'm a writer. And Sean's like, here, write these, boy, and put me in the show.
Okay, but getting on to our reaction about the theory, Jon Snow is just an amazing character, you know, killing White Walkers, soon to be riding dragons. He's just a badass guy then.
Badass.
So I think he's just the key to Game of Thrones.
Honestly.
Yeah.
He brings the ice. He brings the ice with the wall and the White Walkers and the fire. Because he's a dragon. Brings them together and they just...
Whoa. Yeah, but it's called A Song of Ice and Fire. Jon Snow, Stark. The Stark blood in him represents ice. The Targaryen blood represents fire. That's what Simon tried to say before he took it too far.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Tyrion's real dad, possibly? Aerys, the Mad King Targaryen.
See, I know the Jon Snow one is 100% true in my heart.
Yeah.
But this one is a little harder to believe. I don't know why.
I don't know. There's just... like, him and Tywin have such a complex relationship.
Yes.
And I feel like it makes sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't come true.
Like, I'd really love it to be true.
But there needs to be another head to the dragon.
Yeah, and he seems like just the perfect head, because it's like, Daenerys. Oh, and Daenerys is gonna fuck Jon. That's happening. That's happening. They're gonna fuck. Okay.
What about Tyrion Harris?
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. So it's gonna be Jon and Daenerys, and they're gonna be fucking, and then Tyrion's just gonna be like, "Hey boys, what's good?"
Tyrion's gonna be there with like 20 whores around his arms, like,
hey. He's gonna be killing it. But yeah, I don't know. He's the logical third head of the other dragon.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But there could be others out there. Who knows?
Who knows?
George R. R. Martin and not Sean Bean.
Sean Bean probably knows. It's okay though.
That was the Game of Thrones video for this week. Tune in on Wednesday and Friday for new videos. And don't forget, subscribe to join the SiMax. Drop the brace.
Smoke weed every day.